Hey guys, it's Amber. So today is going to be a part 2 of my Wish extensions journey. So you guys haven't seen the first video, I'll link it up above. But basically what happened is I ordered 3 different sets of extensions off of Wish. These are not human hair, but I just thought, you know, I'll just try and see what would happen. What are they going to be like? Could I actually wear them out? And so the first set I got was a string set, which just didn't look that great. The second set I actually liked. It was more of like a sandy blonde color. The length was long, but not the longest set, but I just felt like it wasn't quite enough hair. And I wish that there was a little bit more like contrast in the color. I felt like it was just kind of bland, all one color. And then the third set was like really long, but it was the thinnest of the 2 clip-on sets. And it had like highlights and lowlights, but overall I was like, there's not enough hair that I could really wear it out. So I did that video and you guys loved it. It got a ton of views, like 10,000 views, and some of you guys gave me some great suggestions. So today I'm taking your suggestions and I am transforming my hair. So I've already got my hair transformed. I'm wearing it now. But I'm going to walk you through kind of the process of what I did to transform it and just talk a little bit about how that all happened. So the first thing I did is I just went ahead and like laid the hair out and I decided which pieces would work best. Okay, so I've got my hair here. I'm trying to figure out what is going to go where. So I picked some of these pieces that had the light and the dark in them that I figure will go more on the bottom. And the problem is you can just see how it's getting like so fluffy and stuff. But I basically just kind of set out what I think would be the different layers, and then I'm going to try to cut them. And then I've got some side pieces set aside. And for the very front here, I've got these ones that are pretty blonde. This is basically the hair I have left over. It's a little bit more of the dark pieces and just some of the pieces I didn't think that I would need. But I'll just have to try to put these in and see how they work. It just looks kind of like someone shaved a doll. I wanted to alternate the wefts of like the solid color and the multicolor. That way the hair would look as blended as possible. So after I did that, I started going like section by section and just like clipping the hair in where I would wear it. And then I started cutting the hair to the length that I wanted. All right, so I'm just starting with this first layer. I feel like the blend is decent as far as color, but this is just way too long. I'm going to cut these to make them a little more manageable, and I'm just going to go layer by layer just like I would a haircut. So I'm just going to put these ones in first, and then I'll probably go up and kind of have one that comes up here and just cut them so they can be a little more manageable, because I feel like this is just way too long. So I know for some of you, you'll be like, you ruined them, you cut all the beautiful length off, but guys, I just wanted it to be more believable, and for as short as my hair is, I did not feel like the mermaid goals was gonna work. To kind of work on the layers. So what I'm basically doing is I am taking kind of where my hair ends, and see, this is the extension piece. I'm just kind of like basically pulling the hair out, and I'm just like walking my scissors down. The nice thing about having them in pieces is I can pull them up and see if there's any like random long pieces. And I'm just kind of opening and closing my shears like this while I'm going down, not making like a direct cut. But when you open and close like this and walk down the hair, you kind of start to make layers. Also, when I'm walking my shears down like this, it kind of thins the bottom out a little bit so it's not so thick. Because like before it just felt like it was just like a bush of hair. And now I can just kind of open and close and kind of texture that. It's like the curl is starting to look a little bit better too. Now I didn't want this to be too close to the hairline here, so I've got this hair here to cover that, so that's why it's back a little bit. But now I have some like layers in here, and I also can blend these layers around the face a little bit more. I haven't looked at the back yet, that's going to be the hardest part, but I'm trying to keep all of this hair as much extension free as possible. Then I'll probably put a couple in here, and then I'll put those down and kind of blend those out once I'm done with all of this. So kind of fun, kind of exciting. It was amazing that as I started cutting the hair, like it started taking shape. I was like, wow, this is actually working. It's actually working a little better than I thought. I ended up using all the hair from the two-tone, the last like mermaid set, And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pieces of the solid blonde that I did not use. So this is all the hair that's left. Everything else is in my hair. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. So here's what it looks like on camera, like all finished, I guess. And what I did to combat some of the frizziness is I used some dry shampoo, which kind of dulls the hair down and makes it look less shiny and doll-like. And then I just took some silkening oil and I just put that through the hair, and it actually really helped. I also could kind of take like a weft if a particular one was being kind of unruly. I would just kind of run my hand over it like this and then just kind of try to like wrap it around. And then it helps to obviously blend. I didn't curl the rest of my hair, but I waited till the end and I curled this, and then I just kind of like blended it into my hair. And it worked out pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised on how well it actually came together with cutting it. I have yet to take it out, and once I take it out, I'll be able to look at each weft individually, and if, like I said, if there's one random hair that I missed or whatever, because I know it's kind of like haphazardly like cutting it. But that's the thing, is it like it blends so much that it's something that you can kind of get away with budging it a little, because I'm never going to straighten this hair because I can't put any heat on this. It is just curly the way it is. That is a nice thing though. I never have to curl it. The blend in the back, although it's not ideal for how short my hair is here, I feel like I definitely could work with this hair a little bit more with some of the tangliness and maybe like pin curling it or something to kind of make it, you know, smooth down in some of these areas. I think overall, I'm not mad about it. I feel like from far away, if I was walking around somewhere, people wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, look at those extensions. Now I didn't do anything to pin the under hair up, which obviously helps, but I feel like right now it's okay. So I'm gonna ask the truest of all judges, which is children. They will not lie. They will tell me if it looks horrible. I'm gonna go get my kids and ask them what they think. Hey boys, can you come upstairs for a minute? Oh, I woke up Little Miss. Come up here, I want you to see something and tell me what you think. What do you think? Notice anything different about me?
Your hair.
What about, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Very long.
Does it look good?
I don't know. You decide that. I'm not in love or something.
Hey, little miss. What do you think about Mommy's hair? Do you like it? Is it pretty? Look at it. Do you think it looks pretty?
Mama.
What do you think?
Mommy.
Yes. You got some hair going on, huh, girl? You got some hair going on. So I've been working on getting some human hair extensions to try out. I did have someone contact me about trying them, and we kind of discussed all the details of like colors and stuff, but they haven't let me know that they're shipped yet. So that is going to be an Amazon seller, so I'm excited to see what that offers, and I'm going to like go through everything with that as well. So that is something to look forward to just side note. But I am really liking these more than I thought. Like when I first put them in, I was just like, want. Like they've been in my shelf in my bathroom for like months, and now I'm actually getting them out and using them. I've been wearing them all day. It was kind of funny to see what my kids' reaction was. I was like, well, that wasn't very helpful, was it? Like, you guys weren't as shocked. Like my oldest, he just doesn't like me to change my hair at all. You heard him. He's like, I'm not your mother. You can do whatever you want. I'm like, all right, you are funny. You're a funny kid. You can see how much thicker the hair looks, and I'll just show you guys, like, you can see that my hair is actually pretty fine, but I feel like it blends. I mean, I obviously can tell, but I feel like, I mean, maybe a hairdresser could tell. You know, you're walking around, someone's like, okay, those are extensions. So still a little bit of a work in progress, but overall, I don't feel like it's this giant gaping hole, and I try to not put any extensions like up here. So like all this hair right here, you guys can see there's no extensions up here, because if I put an extension right here, my hair is too thin and this is going to part, it's going to show. So the best thing to do is just, I had this back combed, but just kind of smooth that down in. is really the best way that I can kind of make it work. So, and you guys have mentioned this too, and I mentioned it earlier, these pieces right here, it's really helpful if you just like toss them in a little braid or something and pin them up. But I felt like the hair was thick enough, and with adding the layers around the face, I felt like I could get away with it a little bit more. But I actually was like wearing this and I'm like, I don't hate this. Like, I'm going to wear it around today. So I'm going to go to my kids' back to school night tonight and I'm going to wear the hair. So this is my first journey of wearing it out. So I will let you guys know tonight how that went. But I'm kind of excited. I'm missing my long hair. I mean, obviously this isn't mine, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like when it's still hot outside. Don't get me wrong. I live in the South. It's boiling. But I feel like with fall approaching, I'm like ready for the long hair, where in the summer, I just couldn't even think about wearing it because it was like a blanket. Who wants to wear a blanket in the summer in the South? Not me. So I'm going to just kind of wear it throughout the day. I'll let you guys know what happens. Yeah. All right. Well, my day turned a little interesting. My son ended up getting sick, and so I spent some time just holding him on the couch and may have fallen asleep, you know, whatever. So my hair is kind of been slipped on. But the thing I noticed most of all, and this is the thing you have to remember with extensions like this, is you always have to look and see where your hair is parting. I was noticing that I was getting a little bit of parting here, and so it was kind of poking through. So I kind of just adjusted them a little bit. And especially on this side where I part so far over, I have to be careful because I don't want this to be like, hello, you know what I mean? Like, so just being mindful of that. But I feel like I can tuck my hair behind my ears. I could put my hair up in a ponytail. It's pretty heavy. Crazy. And yeah, so I definitely think that I'd wear these again. I think every time I wear them, I'll have to give them a little TLC and brush them out because, see, they're starting to get all ratty now. But yeah, so overall, that was my experience with fixing up my wish extensions. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Those of you who were interested to see how these would blend together, I think they worked out really well. I feel like the color combination looks more natural, having the different tones in it. So yeah. All right, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!